me get my little situation together. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Tania. Now, for those who do not know me, I am a therapist. I'm also a certified health coach, and I talk a lot about locks. Lately, I've been talking a lot about personal development, but today I wanted to focus on locks. Now, I just wanted to reassure you guys who followed me at the beginning of the year, and since then, up until like the last few videos, that I have not, this channel at least, has not swayed from locks. I will still make lock videos on this channel primarily, but every once in a while I might make some personal development videos because it's just where I'm at right now. I'm in a point of transition, okay? I'm in a point of transition in my life, and I just feel it helps me to share that experience, you know, with my subscribers. So, you know, just bear with me. I don't want you to feel like, okay, she's switching up. That's definitely not the case. I just want to share my experience with you guys. But today is going to be about locks, okay? So as you can see, I got my little updo. It's really not an updo, to be honest with you. It's really just trying to get my hair out my face, because for those who have not looked at my very first, I think it's my very first lock video where I talked about my deep cleanse regimen. In that video, I talked about how I kind of add texture to my locks by, after I interlock them, I braid 3 to 4 locks together, and then I roll up the ends, rubber band them, and that's basically how I create kind of like a, it's not a Bantu knot, but that's how I add body to my hair. So essentially that's what this is. I can give y'all, I've been chilling running errands, okay? I'm in a hotel room right now, but I've been chilling running errands all day. So, you know, forgive how it looks. I've sprayed some conditioner on it, some leave-in, like spray conditioner, but that's what it looks like. And you can see the rubber band right there. So I'll do a 360. Hopefully you can see it. Don't mind the beads in the back. Like I said, I was running errands all day. Okay, that's the side. And I have it kind of like I have a rubber, you know, those little black bands. I basically just put all of them up and then just put the black band around to keep it together. I'm not going to take it down right now because I don't really feel like taking it down, but I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll take it down later on tonight, but in this video I'm not taking it down. But I wanted to talk today about, what do I want to talk today about as far as locks? I just want to talk about the cons of having longer locks. I made a video on starting locks with long hair, and it actually, relatively speaking, I guess relative to a lot of the videos on this channel, did very well as far as people's reception of it and how they, you know, the feedback I've gotten from it. So I really appreciate those who viewed that video, but I think a lot of people might get the misperception that long locks is like the end all be all when it comes to your lock journey, and that's definitely not the case. And this is also me speaking to like myself at the beginning. Like when I was maybe a few months into the game, like I had 4 years worth of hair on my head already before I started my lock journey. And to be honest with you, I had to cut about 3 inches off of my loose natural hair before I even started my lock. So I've already experienced what having longer hair is like. Even though I didn't wear my loose natural hair straight a lot, you know, I just basically was more so concerned and more so interested in the actual budding of the lock rather than the hang time. And before I knew it, they start getting longer. Like what I would tell people who are really trying to, I don't want to say rush, but kind of like who are over analyzing their lock process as far as like them growing out, is just really do not worry about them. Like honestly, I know that sounds so simple and it's a lot easier said than done, but maybe just try to focus on something about your lock process that's not as vanity driven, so to speak. Like focus on like the budding part of it and how they change as far as how thick they get when they swell up, or you know, just something else besides length, because you can get, that's the easiest, like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now maybe frizziness too, but frizziness is something that in my opinion that you can control a little bit more than the length, how fast it's growing. because at the end of the day, you will get so frustrated when you are hawking your locks to grow longer, because they're not going to grow any faster than what they're going to grow. When locks grow, it really depends on genetics. It depends on, in my opinion, like maybe water intake has something to do with it. Now, I'm not a loctician, so don't take my word as law, but you know, there are not significant things that one can do to kind of rush the length growing process of your locks. So with that being said, like, I just wanted to give some cons of having lock hair that is long. Okay, the first con that I have is in the summertime, people are talking about how hot their long hair is on their back, and how at the end of the day they always end up putting their locks up, because having long locks on your neck during the summertime feels like a freaking blanket. Okay, it feels like a wool heavy hot blanket, like a damn mop. Okay, so that is probably during the summertime one of the biggest cons of having longer hair. Okay, another, I don't want to say con, but it kind of can be a con, is whenever you are washing your hair, it takes forever for them to dry. Like for me, when I wash my hair, because they are, and of course your hair is going to get longer when it's wet anyway, it takes over 24 hours for my hair to fully dry, and that's even with me using an actual hair dryer. Okay, so it takes longer for your hair to dry. Also, I'm a germaphobe as well, so I'm not gonna lie, like when I go in public places, like I'm over preoccupied with like if I'm sitting back on the chair, especially cloth chairs. I don't do cloth. Oh, I cannot stand cloth chairs. Ugh. But I'm always preoccupied with like, is my hair touching the chair, like things like that. Like, and maybe these cons are more so my personal cons and not general cons, but whatever. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that having long locks is not all it's made out to be. All right, and I wanted to encourage you guys that if you are just starting your lock journey, or if maybe you feel like your length growing process has stalled, to really not be preoccupied with it, because your hair is going to fall. Now, I guess to give some context, my hair fell around 2.5 years, maybe. No, I would say more so 3 years. My hair didn't fall to like maybe closer to the 3-year mark, where I noticed that like I really had some hang time. And until that point, I really didn't care about my hair. I was in the gym all the time anyway, and I wore my hair up a lot, and when I wore it down, I didn't really care. Like, I guess that's just my personality anyway. I'm not a prissy girl. I don't wear a lot of styles. I don't really do a lot with my hair anyway, so I wasn't really preoccupied with making sure that my hair was swinging and all that stuff. I just wore it down when I wore it down, and I put it up in a ponytail or a bun or whatever when I was in the gym, and I didn't care. I just wanted to give people encouragement for those who are, you know, really stressed about getting their hair longer. It's not about the length when it comes to your journey. It's really about the health. And it's really about, are you taking care of your hair so that it will bud properly? Well, it's going to bud anyway, but so that it will get the most out of the budding process. Like, at the end of the day, focus on how your hair is coming together as far as the hair itself, like entangling upon each other, making sure that your hair is locking healthily, and that it's moisturized, and that it's doing this thing, you're protecting it. Focus on that part instead of the growing part, because I've seen people with some trifling, I ain't gonna say that, but they just look like they don't take care of their hair, and it has nothing to do with, you know, freeform or nothing like that, because I've seen some bomb freeform locks. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual non-conformity to people's standards when it comes to lock. It has more so to do with how dry they look, cotton and stuff like that. But their hair is all the way down their back, but it has a bunch of dirt, cotton, and all types of stuff in it. Okay, so you can have long hair, it doesn't mean that your hair looks good, period. Okay, so yeah, focus on just how you're taking care of your hair, not so much the length. The length is going to come anyway, and that's basically it. I really appreciate you guys for staying tuned, and I'm so happy about my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining my family. I have some things in the works in reference to new content. I don't know if it's going to be on this channel, because I think that it's more so for people who are looking for something totally different than those who came to this channel. But I'm working on it. When it comes more into fruition, I will bring it to this channel as soon as I can. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Until the next time.